Sweet Tea with Coach Key.
Let's just get down to it.
Welcome to Sweet Tea with Coach Key. Coach Key.
Sweet Tea with Coach Key.
Real life stories of inspiration, perseverance, and prosperity.
Turn your radio up as loud as possible.
Sweet Tea with Coach Key.
I hope you have your teacups ready because she has the sugar.
Nothing like a cup of brown sugar to sweeten my day.
Now let's enjoy some Sweet Tea with Coach Key.
Sweet Tea with Coach Key. Welcome to this week's episode of Sweet Tea with Coach Key. I am so elated about this episode because I feel like, especially in this season, this conversation is so needed. This week's episode is surrounding the topic of needing a break. Last week I had an appointment at the end of the week with one of my clients, and one of the questions was, what do you do in the midst of life when you don't feel like you can go on or you're overwhelmed? What do you do? What is your anti-drug? And I have explained once before that things have to stop for me because I am the type of person, if I see an email, I respond right away. Text messages, most cases, if I if I have the information available to me, if my phone is right there, boom, I'll just write right back. I pride myself on that because I'm a very tactful person when it comes to responding and staying on top of things. However, that can be a bit over obligating when you consider the fact that life doesn't always permit you to be fully accessible or instantly accessible to other people at one time. So what I explained to her was, everything. Okay, so depending upon what happens in my life, the example that I used was if a nurse calls from school and says my son bumped his head or something and I have to go pick him up or take him to the doctor or anything, whatever I have lined out for that day, for the rest of the day, more than likely it's not going to get completed. And the reason being is because he's in that category of me forgiving myself and that being an urgent matter for me to take care of urgently. Excuse me. Me getting annoyed with someone in traffic, me simply just not feeling like it just because I don't feel motivated that day. That is not significant enough for me not to pursue my goals and do what I need to do for the day. However, again, if there is something, if I'm sick, if my husband's sick or the boys are sick, if something is going on that involves them or things in that category, I have already forgiven myself and given myself leeway to take care of those things because of my obligation and my promises that I've made to God surrounding those people, I think the biggest thing is you making the sound decision that you are not able to be 100% every single day because it's just not realistic. And it could be that you need a break. It could be very well that you just need to take some time out. Now, a lot of people think that in order to need a break, you got to be working hard to get a break. Sometimes you need a break because you're going in the wrong direction. Sometimes you need a break because you need to redirect. Sometimes you need a break so that you can recharge. Just because you haven't fully exerted yourself or burnt out all of your energy doesn't mean that you don't need to take a break and revamp some things, maybe even change your mind and go in a different direction with things. But being still is not a bad thing, and I really felt like that was something that I really need to speak about this week. Is being still is not a bad thing. Now, if you're being still and you are just scrolling through Instagram, looking at the messiness online, that's a different thing. But if you're sitting still and you just have quiet time and you're praying or you're meditating or you're reading a book or you're expanding your mind, or again, if it's just silent, that's totally different. And I think that we need to be okay with being okay with us. And what I mean when I say that is, you being still should not be something that you feel inadequate while doing because it doesn't make sense to someone else, or you don't see a ton of other people doing that. Even God rests. He rests on the 7th day. It's biblical to rest. It's biblical to rest and recharge and go back at that thing again. It's a stop sign. It's not an end all be all dead end sign. It is a stop sign, and you simply get back up and you hit it again. If you have had a death or in a tragic event occurring in your life, losing your job, ending of a relationship. It doesn't have to be a marriage, ending of a relationship, a big friendship, And when I say big friendship, a friendship that has lasted a long time, and that relationship has since transitioned. Those are all things that may require you to take a break. And again, I just wanted to just pour into you and let you know that if it is time for you to take a break, as best you can do that. If that is at the stoplight, completely silent before you go pick the kids up from daycare. If that means in the morning waking up 30 minutes early just to get that quiet, still time outside of your sleep. Consciously making that effort. Whatever a break looks like for you based on your lifestyle and your obligations, it is your responsibility to make sure that you are meeting that obligation of taking a break. I hope that you have a blessed remainder of your week, and I will talk with you all soon. Take care.